Sande Charles with FanRag Sports, joined by our very own Bernie Pleskoff. We are going to be breaking down the minor league side to the Chris Sale trade. Okay, Bernie, you got to see these two guys, Yoan Moncada, Michael Kopech, 6 weeks of it at Arizona Fall League. What did you see in these guys?
Sandy, I'll tell you, these were two of the very best players that were in the Fall League, ranked very highly, and they will be in my top 50 ranking. And not only are they ranked highly, but they're ranked highly for a reason. Moncada is a terrific athlete. He is extremely strong, big upper body, but he's fast. He's surprisingly fast, and he has tremendous power. So his power and speed tools, outstanding. My issue is that he still needs further development defensively. And I think the White Sox will spend some time developing him at probably second base. He right now, it's not coming naturally to him, Sandy. He has to think before he moves. So I think a little bit more flow in his game. He's not by no means a clank. He's an adequate defender. He's just going to get better.
And what about Michael Kopech? What did you see from him?
Michael Kopech was the best pitcher I saw in the Arizona Fall League. He brings the ball at 98 with the fastball slider, changeup pitcher with extremely good command, and he's got a little bit of an attitude on the mound that I saw. He can really go right after hitters, not overly aggressively. But when you can throw 98 with ease and the ball comes out of your hand easily and you really just repeat your delivery and it's like he's sitting on a rocking chair, that's the type of guy that could be the ace of a staff or a number two, that type of starting pitcher. So these are two terrific prospects, but let's not lose sight of the fact they are still prospects. They haven't proven themselves in the big leagues.
The Boston Red Sox were busy yesterday. 2 other acquisitions, Mitch Moreland, Tyler Thornburg. I want to focus on the Tyler Thornburg and the 2 prospects that the Brewers are getting from Boston. So Josh Pennington and Mauricio Dubon. What did you see? What do you like in them?
Well, first of all, a quick word about Thornburg. You know, this is a terrific upside pitcher. This is a guy that can bring the ball in the very high 90s. So he has closing type of upside. And I would not be surprised if at some point in the next couple of years you see this guy as a closer, because that's how good his ceiling is. Now, with regard to Dubon is a very good shortstop, and I saw him play center field in the Fall League. So the best athletes on the team usually are the shortstops, and many of them can play center field. This is a guy that can play center field. He moved to the United States from Honduras after being a Christian mission came to his country, and he came back to the United States and played in Sacramento, California. This guy has quick twitch at the plate. I mean, he's got a barrel of the bat approach, and there's a lot of power behind this 6-foot frame. I don't even know if he is 6 feet. But he's 160 pounds. So there's some more weight and depth for his frame that he needs, and he'll get that. But I think you're going to be surprised with the power, the gap double power, and the fact that he moves very well at shortstop. I think he can play second base. That may be where he will be, because the Brewers are loaded with middle infielders. You know, they have Orlando Arcia, they've got Isan Diaz, and they have more. So they're collecting middle infielders, and maybe one of those will be spun off, but I don't think it'll be Dubon, because I think he's one of those under the radar guys from the fall that I think is going to be able to play shortstop, center field, a lot of versatility, a good athlete. He only hit like a little bit over 200 in the Fall League, and that's not who he is.
No. And what in the Josh Pennington, touch on him. What were you seeing in him?
Josh Pennington, and I don't know if people know this, he had Tommy John surgery out of high school. He's only been 2 years from Tommy John. So I think it was June of 15 maybe or 14 that he had Tommy John. So they're going to have to be careful with him. He's a 92 guy, mid-90s is the ceiling. A good arm. I don't know that he's a top 20, top 30 prospect on the Brewers. I have to look at that for myself. He is another arm that they can use with upside.
Are the Red Sox done?
Well, Moreland's a big ad for them because,
Yeah.
this was a Gold Glove first baseman, and they don't need him to hit.
Yeah.
And if he hits 20 home runs, wow, that's just 20 more that they're going to hit. The big thing that happens with Travis Shaw going over to Milwaukee is Pablo Sandoval, who has lost weight, is now going to regain his job at third base. So you've got Sandoval at third, and the rest of their team is very solid. Moreland at first, and he can really, really pick it. And anything they get offensively, it might mean that Hanley is the DH, or they can, mix and match that. The Red Sox are awesome, and especially with Sale at the top of the rotation, watch out. They're a little bit, in my view, a little bit too left-handed, in the rotation, but I'm sure they'll deal with it.
Thank you so much, Bernie. Keep it at FanRag Sports for all your winter meetings coverage.